You fall and you break, you got battles to take on, but you figure it out, yeah. When you fall and you break, you got changes to make now.
I made it home for lunch. I'm really hoping that I don't have to go back to work tonight and bring my kid to work. I pulled out this hamburger that hopefully it would be defrosted by lunchtime. It's not. Pretty sure this is some hamburger that I ground myself with extra fat. I was able to run by Sam's Club real quick and get a brisket, so I'll show you that. Probably not today because I don't have time to grind all that stuff. And then I got some ribeyes, which I don't want to tell you the price because you'll think that I'm very wealthy. But yeah, it was like $13.49 a pound, which I do not like paying that much for ribeye steaks. That being said, me and my wife have date night in tonight, so I wanted to make sure to get her something special. Shut this door so I can be special. Ironically, my wife doesn't like fat that much, and she will hand me fat, so. One of these looks bigger than the other, but it's also the one that has the least amount of fat. Dude, that thing is chunky. I'll get that one to my wife, and then I'll eat one of these fattier ones. I'm really wanting some fat. How much is this weigh? Oh wait, it's barely over a pound. Perfect. And then I'll get some of this fat on my wife's one, I guarantee it. Actually, sometimes she'll be like, you want this fat? I'm like, yeah, I'm good. It's too much. Actually, I'm gonna salt those. I'm gonna salt these ribeyes and put them in the sous vide machine. We'll eat lunch later tonight. Dinner later tonight. But put these in the sous vide machine with that salt. It gets the salt all in the meat. It just tastes perfect. I was able to have a meeting with a friend, kind of like a mentorship role, and give me some advice, when it comes to, running small business and ministry, and got a recommendation of a book to read. And yeah, it's good to, your diet is good, and going on a diet is good, but there's also self-care, and part of self-care, I always say, is give your mom a call. Call someone that you haven't talked to for a while. Call your mom, call your dad. Meet with someone that's further ahead in life than you, that you respect. Get some advice. These are good things, because you're moving forward, and when you're moving forward, there's potential hope, and that hope will give you energy and strength in life. I could feel the fat on this hamburger. I wonder how much this is. I bet it's 2 pounds. Yeah, exactly 2 pounds. I'm gonna take half this and I'll put half in a container, and I'll take the other half and I'll just finish defrosting it in the pan and brown it up, season it, eat it. Obviously eat it. I'm not giving it to my dog. Watch her start running. Perfect. Let's see. I just thought of something. I'm not sure exactly, but there is a chance that there may be some rabbit liver and kidneys ground into this. Some of them had it ground in there and other ones didn't. I don't see anything. I don't know. There's a dark spot right there. Yeah, this is legalism, but I'm really trying to do beef, butter, bacon, eggs only. But there's a little bit of rabbit, liver, or kidney in there. I forget myself. Sometimes a pound of meat just seems like that. So that ribeye, a pound of meat, seems pretty good, right? And then this ground 1 pound is like, that's not a lot of food. And I'm sitting here hungry, so that doesn't help. You guys have been able to watch what I eat every single day, and I am hungry. I'm not like, I just want to eat bored. I am hungry. I need more food. I'm craving fat. I could easily just throw some butter in there to get some extra fat, but I'd almost rather just eat more steak than add more fat. I think I'll just have a couple of these hard-boiled eggs. Call it. So yeah, working all day yesterday really threw me off, but I'll make it. I got a bunch of editing to do for my wife's new video for this week. I actually was able to record a video this morning. Hopefully it turns out about my 650 days on the carnivore diet. Hoping to tell a story and just where I'm at and some of the things I've gone through. Here's another thing that just came to mind. Oh great, here we go, another topic. So 20 years ago, there was a guy in a band called Spock Spirit. Yes, Black Spirit. But he ended up like starting to go to church and felt like God was calling him to quit this band that he was in with his brother and other people. Even they were starting to get some more success, mostly overseas. But then he came out with a solo album, essentially sharing his testimony. The guy's name is Neil Morse, and when I moved from Washington State out here to Ohio, right after that, like, it was a point in my life where I was like, I'm gonna take a step of faith and change my life. I was running around acting a fool, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna change my life. I'm gonna move out here to Ohio with my dad, get involved in church, all that kind of stuff. And he also took that step of faith and left his band and started his own solo project that was more Jesus-centered music. I don't want to say religious or spiritual, but it was like Jesus-centered. It was him telling the story. And it's like, now it's been 20 years, I could see how his career has turned out and where that has led him. And I see in my life, like, where that step of faith has taken my life. You know, married with 8 kids, I got a job and a business and a ministry to run. I've got on YouTube and doing different things, but it's like, I was just reminded that when you take steps of faith, you're gonna be rewarded. Even if it's like it ends up failing, you'll learn from it. And so playing it safe is not the way to go all the time. I mean, there's certain times, you know, if you don't want to jump off a cliff, don't jump off a cliff. But playing it safe is not always good or wise or what you should do, because we only have so much time on this earth, and God gives us, you know, talents. And there's a parable about this, but He gives us talents, and later on He's going to come ask us for an account. Account of, like, what did we do with these talents that He gave us? Time, money, talents. And it's so easy just to bury the stuff in the sand. Like, well, here's exactly back what you gave me. But no, God wants a return on His investment. And I think a practical way to do that is take steps of faith in your life. Just like me going on a carnivore diet was a step of faith in my life. It doesn't seem overly spiritual or religious or anything like that, but it was a step towards health, towards a conviction that I had. Take those steps of faith. Even if everyone else thinks you're a fool, you know, maybe you're not. Now, if you're a man like I am, and your wife tells you it's stupid, don't do it. Wow, this looks like the world's okayest lunch. Gordon Ramsay would be appalled. Let's see if there's at least a runny yolk in this egg. Oh. Some people are gagging right now. I'm drooling. All right, Mom's on her way home. You want to say hi to You want to say hi to the camera? What's your name?
Rachel.
Really? Do you love your dad?
Yes.
Do you think he's awesome?
Yes.
What's your favorite food?
Hot dogs.
We call them tube steaks. It's more sophisticated. Would you rather have bacon, eggs?
Bacon and eggs.
Oh yeah.
Bacon and eggs.
Yeah. You're a sweetie pie, aren't you? Yeah. All right, I busted out the cast iron pan. I'm gonna get it warmed up so we can sear the steak for Mom. And the dog needs loved. Oh yeah.
And the camera.
On Wednesday nights for a little while here, I have my one daughter. Well, the rest of my kids go to Awana and my wife goes to work. Let's get this going. Got a lot of beef tallow on this cast iron. The grill I have outside works really well at searing stuff, but it's also like 15 degrees, or maybe 20. Beth is going to be really surprised when I give her the big steak. She can't eat all, but I don't need to eat all that. I kind of felt like today, as it's progressed, that maybe my sinus cold is coming back. I'm like, no, I can't be sick.
That's a bagel stick.
Oh, bagel stick, yeah. So I know people are just like, hey Aaron, I remember last year when you did the lion diet, every time you sous vide something, you drink the juice, and you're just like, meat juice, meat juice. Might happen eventually, but my dog just got that meat juice. Again, I'm gonna show you. That steak from my wife is much bigger. Want me to weigh it? You want me to weigh it? Okay, you asked for it.
Not allowed to step on blacks. I must have
1 pound, 6 ounces. So, I mean, we'll see what she can do. Should be pre-salted, but I'll finish it with a little bit of salt. The one thing about doing this beef, butter, bacon, and egg challenge that I've noticed, it's day 10, and I'm like, well, I got 50 days left, and I've only did 1/6 of the challenge, but I'm just already thinking ahead to when it's gone or done. It'll be the end of February. It'll be March. It'll be like, yes, the spring is around the corner, you know, new life. Well, around here in Ohio, it turns March 1st, and I think spring's around the corner, and then it still snows in April for some reason. But we've had a mild winter so far, I'm not complaining, but I mean, this is a good way they just make it through this winter. I mean, that's what I'm thinking now. We'll see what happens when I do 50 more days of this. But I'm losing weight, I'm feeling pretty good, I'm not getting joint pain. I'm like, what was I eating that was giving me inflammation? What was it? I don't know what it was. I have noticed that I have been having some cramps in my legs at night. And so I stopped drinking Element. And I have some of the unflavored stuff out in the garage, but I never think to go grab it before I have it. So yeah, maybe I should drink more of those. I also have this Kilo Chow Daily Minerals that I use just for time, and I like this. There was a different one that was just like this, but it was named something slightly different, that it made my water taste like milk. But I got this and I liked it, and then I got this iodine drops to try it out, and then I put a little bit of this in water, and it just tasted like the hospital. And then I realized there was iodine in this the whole time, and now this just tastes like the hospital. I can't get that taste out of my mouth now. It's like, there's something about it. It's like, reminds me of sardines. I still have like 40 cans of sardines because I did that sardine fast, and I've only got myself to eat 1 can of sardines since eating sardines for 3 days straight. I gave myself an aversion. I used to like sardines. Now, no thank you. No bueno, no thank you. Oh, this thing's smoking. Let's get rolling. I got a big steak. It'll be so good and juicy, dude. I got a big steak. Be someone, be someone. Get some meat now. You get some meat. She's over here with some meat. I'm getting so excited.
Hello, Lil.
Oh, hello. Hello.
Hello.
Nice to meet you.
Did I ever tell you you're my hero?
She was like in the car being like, I really hope you got it.
Linda, you want to say hi to your fans before I
Hello, fans.
sign out for
That
the
sounds
evening?
so cheesy. Fans.
Fans.
Hello, friends.
Oh yeah.
Hey, actually, let me talk to these people for a minute.
Okay.
I told him I'd do 4 videos in January, and I've come up with topics for 3 of them. One already came out, one will come out on Friday. If there's anything you want me to sit down and talk about, let me know.
I'm very happy.
See you tomorrow.